And I'll get started and then I'm gonna actually share screen here and we'll walk through a couple things as far as spreadsheet goes. But to start out here, I just want to make sure we're clear on a couple of things. So, ultimately, you know, one of the main purposes, and Jeanette will hit on this a little bit further too, but one of the main purposes here of this group is accountability. And in order to have some of that accountability, we have a spreadsheet in place that it's just as simple as it's a requirement that you have to fill your information out on that spreadsheet. Yes, it's uncomfortable. I get that. It was uncomfortable for me too. Every month we'll go out there and fill out that spreadsheet. But for right now, you've got, at least get onto that Hawaii page of the spreadsheet. I'll show you how to do that here in just a minute. But get onto the Hawaii page of the spreadsheet and fill out your name and your information, your baseline stuff there. That's got to be done by Monday. And this, Jeanette and I, and with Michelle's help too, we're really just going to clamp down on this. And, if you don't have your information in there by Monday, we'll just remove you from the group. And then from there, every month, there's other pieces that have to be updated. And so we're going to give you until the 5th of the month, the following month, to fill out the previous information, the previous month's information. And again, if that's not filled out, we'll just remove you from the group. However, that being said, Jeanette and I really don't want to spend hours and hours going through this stuff. So please just fill out the information. We don't want to have to be cross-referencing all kinds of stuff and just being like, kick them out, kick them out, kick them out. We'd much rather you just not want to be the one that gets kicked out and fill it out. So those are the first two kinds of, things that I really want to make sure that we get out there. So if you want to call them rules, we kind of define those as the first two primary rules. The third rule is simply do what you said you're going to do, right? So you're in this group for a reason, and that's to go play on the beach of Hawaii. And there may be rank advancements. If you're focused on a rank advancement, fill out those tabs too. Again, I'll show you how to do that. But ultimately, that's going to take exposures. So get out there and do those exposures. Jeanette brought up a great weekly challenge, and we'll continue to do stuff like that. If you have other ideas for challenges and stuff, by all means, throw them out there. That is not a requirement. That is more of a, hey, I want to do that. That'll help me be focused and help me drive forward. So I'll touch on that here a minute when I share my screen. And then the last thing that I really want to just point out is simply be respectful of one another, because we are being vulnerable here. We are sharing what our actual volumes are. We are sharing, a lot of information here, and, don't go telling other people, oh yeah, I saw, so-and-so's volume and, while we were doing this thing, and you would, guess what that is? You know what I mean? Just keep it to yourself. It's more about, if you want to use that to drive yourself of, hey, I'm going to catch so-and-so. Sure. Great. You can use that, something like that, but don't be, be respectful about it, I guess, is ultimately just what I want to make sure that everybody's aware of. So with that, I'm going to share out my screen here, hopefully. Share. Hey, Michelle.
Hey.
Desktop share. Let me know. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just right here on the main, Race to Hawaii, rank advancement page. And, first things first, as you can see, things pop up. And so you may not necessarily see where the spreadsheet is. So if you go into the description over here on the right, if the spreadsheet gets buried, just jump into the description over here on the right, and there's a link to it right here. Can you guys see where I'm pointing at there, for those of you that are on the video? So under description, it's right here. You can just click on that. I have been trying to keep it fairly up close to the top so you can see it here as well. And all you have to do is click on it. It'll open up the spreadsheet. You can see Race to Hawaii. We can see, names, numbers. We've got 69 people in there so far. That's awesome, but we've got about 118 or so people in the group. And I know there are some, husband and wives, so that'll, as you can even see here, Lauren and Anna, Todd and Joyce. So that will condense things down some, but ultimately, 118 and there's 69 in there. So just make sure you've got that filled out, please. And then as you can see across the bottom, can you guys see the bottom of my screen here? We've got a Pro 4, and we've got about 14 names in there. That's awesome. We've got a Pro 5, and somehow we got a Sheet 4. That's not a big deal. We'll just clean that out of there. So there's different little rank advancements. Well, not little. There's different rank advancements tabs, little tabs down here at the bottom of what you can, go for. And then here's the 2-a-day exposures that a few of us had talked about doing. Meetings per week. I don't even remember creating that. Maybe somebody else did. I'm not sure. But ultimately, by Monday, please make sure your name and your baseline volume is filled out here on the Hawaii tab. If you're going after any of these other things, please get those filled out. And then moving forward, if you look up top here, we've got October final volume, October business exposures, and how much your growth was. So ultimately, this is for you to be able to keep track of your volumes and of where you're at. And again, we want you to be pushing forward, and this is going to try to, hopefully this is going to hold you accountable. So by the 5th of November, get out here and get your October final volume in, how many exposures you did, and then what your growth is. So, if all of a sudden we jump out here and say, 26,000, say there's 30, and growth over that baseline would be, just under 4,000. Just for sake of right now, I'm just going to say 4,000. And then by the 5th of December, we would go out here and fill out the November stuff. Does that make sense? Yes? Yes? Okay, thank you. I don't know if that was chat. I got to see if there was a question there. Oh, that's okay. So, so that's the main thing with this spreadsheet that I want to make sure people are aware of is just kind of how to go out here and to fill this stuff out. And then the same is true if you're in the race by the October, at the end of each month, by the 5th of the following month, just get out here and fill out your numbers, please. That's how we're going to know that you're pushing forward. That's how we're going to know that you're in. You're not filling out the numbers by the 5th. That's just kind of the day. We figured 5 days after is plenty of time for you to go ahead and go out there and get that information in. And then, if you're not filling it out, we'll just assume that you decided not to pursue it, and we'll remove you from the group. So, Jeanette, anything else there? Did I cover that okay?
Yeah, I think you did. Awesome. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go right ahead. I'll stop sharing my screen here.
All right. No, well, I think you covered, we talked about movement, just keep going in this group, keep moving, be excited. This is a really hard race. And, Ryan and I have done this before. We actually raced to Pro 5 together, and it was so much fun. It was fun because it was a fun, competitive, we were really encouraging to one another. The Facebook page, so I wrote down just a couple of notes that I kind of wanted to cover, was just posting and ideas. Like, I love seeing Nikki Lee put a video on there talking, and it was inspiring. It was exciting. She said she'd never done one before. She posted it there. I thought it was just awesome. Chelsea, she was writing about her stuff. Julie, things like that. It gives people inspiration to know we're all going through the same thing. Plus being able to post, some great, questions. Like, today I just asked the question. I accidentally sent a message to a guy from Beverly Hills that I know of. I thought he was a dog walker, but apparently he's a model. And so it would have been better I asked the question of how to approach, when he said, "What do you mean I'm a dog walker?" I asked that question, but I had already gone way too far, too deep. And Chelsea gave me the best thing I could have ever done. So asking those questions, you guys, talking to one another, that's what this is about. I did want to also mention, I think one of our challenges should be, because Ryan and I today were talking about challenges, I think one of our challenges should be having a $200 auto ship. Because, the company has said a couple times from stage that our average auto ship in the company is help me, Shawn or Michelle, was it like $55?
That's
Or
yeah.
yeah, that's ridiculous. Like seriously, if you are racing for a rank advancement and you are racing to go to Hawaii, your personal auto ship should probably be 200. I mean, ours is well above that.
And we have the most amazing products on the planet. Why isn't everybody using them?
Exactly. Exactly.
Sorry.
No, I love it. I love it. I think that should be a challenge. Like we should challenge each other to have a $200 auto ship. That would also boost your business right there. The other thing is, we talked about bringing in new people into the group. So bringing new distributors in, and Shawn kind of went over that, even bringing a brand new distributor. And I love on the video, it talks about, if you're a new distributor with zero baseline, basically, here's where you start. You start at that 1,000 and you go from there. What I would do is I would show those new distributors Shawn's video on how to get to Hawaii. And then I would show them the recording of this, so they understand the race and they understand what it's all about. It's not a competitive thing, guys. It's going to be so, so, so much fun. And I believe that if you take it serious, that you're going to see, you're just going to reap the rewards. We had such a blast. I got to walk across the stage with these people that I ran with, Rich Scott, Brian Hemphill, and Ryan and I all walked across the stage as Pro 5s together in Orlando. And it was so much fun, you guys. And I just want everyone to have that. I think that's pretty much all, I have. Poor Ryan had to give the rules and I got to give the woo-woo.
That's all right. I'll make you kick people out.
Ryan, he's the butcher, we'll call him. So anyways, I know we have our amazing leaders on this Zoom as well. So I would love if Shawn and Michelle and Tanya, I saw Tanya on there as well, if they would love to say something. I do have someone else in the car with me, just so you guys all know.
Yeah. All right. So you guys, I think the biggest thing for me is just keep in mind that yes, this is an incentive. It's a race, but it's also meant to be fun. It's meant to improve what we're already supposed to be doing in a way that keeps us all accountable to the actions that we're supposed to be doing. And Ryan said it perfectly that, this makes us a little vulnerable when we send out our numbers and we put them out there for everybody to see. So have that respect, that privacy for everybody else, but also let's use this as uplifting other individuals and encouraging them and posting the positive of, I talked to somebody, but they shot me down and it didn't go how I wanted to, but oh well, I'm going to pick myself up and keep going. And just cheering people on, because I promise you, if you follow this through for the next 5 months, regardless where you get, your business will have grown. Okay. I don't think it's possible for you to participate in this, do what's expected of you, and hold yourself accountable to doing the actions necessary, and your business goes back or it stays stagnant. I honestly, I do not believe that's possible. So everybody on here has the exact same ability to get to Hawaii. Let's all get there. I want to get a whole crew of us that everybody's like, how is it possible that this many people made it to Hawaii? Okay.
A plane. That's what he said earlier today. Can you imagine all of us being on the plane, the long plane ride to Hawaii together? That just gives me chills to think about it. I love, and I just have to say, Jeanette and Ryan, this is their baby, you guys. So please give them props. They have worked so, so, so hard on putting this together, on putting the spreadsheets together, on just getting so many ideas on how it can benefit each and every one of you. So tonight, please be sure to thank them for everything that they've done. My husband is really distracting me because he's moving the screen around a lot. But you guys, we just thank you for all of your servant leadership, and I know how you feel. When Jeanette and and the Hemphills and Ryan. I mean, Ryan and those guys, they're cross-line, they're cousins. And it wasn't like they were doing what they did before to benefit, their specific group. It was just to benefit each other. And that's what we do in Lifevantage, is we lift each other up. So thank you guys for all the work that you've done. The tab that says 2 a day, every day, we hear Stu Brody, master Elite Pro 9, really, he's a master in my mind. He talks about that 2 a day, every day, 2 a day, every day. If you do 2 exposures every single day, watch what will happen to your business. And that is the tab that they put in the spreadsheet. I think it is great to have that accountability, number one, to yourself and to everybody, and to be cheering everybody on. Some people don't need it, but some people really, really do need it. And so we all need to be there, and be there for each other's 3-way calls. Get on there and say, cheer each other up. Who wants to do 3-way calls today? Who wants to do a call party? Let's just do this all together. I'm just so incredibly excited, and I just love you all, and we just want to help get everybody there. I know Patty had, she didn't know if she was going to be able to be on or not because she's got some family things and going on. But Patty, why don't you take over, and if something else comes up, we'll share. I want to make sure that you get on. We might have to unmute you if you can't. I got you unmuted if you can share, Patty Connell.
Tanya, you out there while we wait for Patty?
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
Hey, why aren't you doing this from the Range Rover? That would have been so fun.
Hey, do you have your video?
What?
I'm trying to find you. There you are. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, we got you. We got you.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm so flippin' excited because I don't know. I've never been to Hawaii. I've never been anywhere tropical in my entire life. I haven't been balanced in forever. And like I keep saying, I'm so grateful for the way that they built the incentive trip. I'm so grateful for the compensation plan, that the way that they created it so that we can balance ourselves and we can build stability. And if you're balancing yourself, you got to put in the work, you got to put in the action to get there. So you're going to grow so much. And I am having so much fun with this. I got to tell you, like, it's balls to the walls for me. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I've never been on an incentive trip. I want to be on that incentive trip. I want my Jeep. I want to be balanced. And we can do this. This is so amazing that the company, they're so smart. The way they put this all together for us. We should all be so, so grateful. I found a business card on my dining room table, right? No idea how this business card got there. But he calls himself the doctor. He's a furniture salesman. And on the back of it, it said something about making a difference in people's lives. I called this dude. And I'm like, I don't know how I got your card. I don't even know what I said. I walked into the furniture store. I had a conversation with him. He's looking for a home-based business. He knows he needs one because he wants a tax write-off. And I asked him, I go, do you send flyers to people's homes when they buy a new home? And he goes, no. I'm like, then I don't know how I got your card. But this is for a reason. I've been texting my friends that have not gotten into this, that I've been dripping on for years, just having fun with it. And I sent some messages today going, sometimes I'm a psychic. And today my mind is telling me that you're so excited to finally do this with me so we can create an amazing team and travel the world together. And they're getting right back to me. And they're telling me some are not ready. And one, I got an appointment next week. Like, I'm just having so much fun because I'm so joyful about this entire thing. I'm so grateful. And I want you guys to be too, because we have this amazing group with Ryan and Jeanette holding us accountable. And then the company is truly holding us accountable right now to you deciding. It's now or never. You either decide and you make it happen by April, or you're going to get a cut in your paycheck. It's time to decide. Don't be a poser. Be a doer. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it. I'm excited. Woo!
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
You're so loud in my ear.
I'm loud in Shawn's ear. Okay. Patty, are you there? I know you said you couldn't get unmuted. Shawn, you want to try to we can find you again. Or Chelsea or Des. I know you guys wanted to say something as well.
While giving them a minute, can you hear me, Michelle?
I can, yes.
Okay, so real quick, there was a question in the chat about can we put our name down for one rank, and then if we achieve that rank, move it up to the next rank? And absolutely. Actually, that is what Jeanette did when we did the Pro 5 Challenge. She hit Pro 4 and then was like, well, I'm going to join the Pro 5 side, and then went for Pro 5. The one thing that I would say, and the one thing I would challenge you is think bigger now. You've got 5 months. So don't go small. If you're thinking, well, I want to go for 4, go straight for 5. You know, if you're thinking I want to go for 5, go for 6. Whatever it is, just think bigger. You have anybody else ready? Otherwise, I got one more thing.
Keep going.
Yep. The other thing that I was going to point out that I've been doing with my group here for the last couple of weeks that I think has been beneficial is on Fridays we do a little celebration. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So I thought we'd probably, Shawn touched on this, and I thought it was a great thing that Jeanette and I had talked about too, that I'll probably post something on Fridays at some point, just saying, interact, be involved in that Facebook group, but I'll say give us something to celebrate, and sometimes we'll do it something with Lifevantage and something outside of Lifevantage. Give me 2 things. One thing with Lifevantage to celebrate that you accomplished this week, and one thing outside, or you can just do one. However, of course, it's always nice to have at least one thing Lifevantage wise, but if you sit there and think of what you accomplished this week, it feels good, so celebrate it, even if it's something little. I mean, we've had little things from not getting upset with the kids or grandkids when things weren't going well. Great, that's awesome. Celebrate it. So just be plan for that, or expect that something like that to come on Fridays, and be thinking about it. And what can we help you celebrate? What can we celebrate with you? So that's all.
Awesome. Thanks, Ryan.
Chelsea, Miss California, are you out there on your bike still?
Yeah, she's ready. She just texted me. So let's see.
I see
Patty's
Patty.
back.
Patty,
speak while you can.
Can you guys hear me?
yes.
Yeah, that was weird. I had to go into settings and then it kicked me out. Then I had to dig through my email again to find the link.
Woo.
I get a lot of emails. So I'm down here in Florida at my Lifevantage house, and I'm getting ready for bed. I have an early tea time. I'm going out networking tomorrow with a bunch of ladies. And so I can't wait to share this with them. I'm headed up to Tampa tomorrow, and I'm really excited about that after golf. And honestly, I'm stunned. I have a background in accounting. I've passed the CPA exam. I've managed millions of dollars for Warren Buffett, and I'm stunned at how simple this incentive is. I mean, I'm not saying anybody should do this, but you could increase your team volume by $5,000 this month and just maintain that, and you're going to Hawaii. Now, that would be stupid because you want everyone to go to Hawaii and you want to take somebody with you. But, I feel like I'm at a used car sales room, like waiting for the shoe to drop. Like, okay, where's the fine print? Where's the, you know what I mean? And there isn't any, but it seems too good to be true. So, I don't normally get excited about incentives because I definitely work this business part-time. And most of the time when I look at them, they seem unachievable and too tedious. And I don't want to track, points and customers and distributors. And this is just so simple. I'm excited.
Love it.
We're excited too, Patty. You little firecracker. You should have seen the text she just sent us being all excited. I love it.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys would still be on by the time I found the email with the link. So anyway, it's tell you what, I mean, this is everyone who wants to go should be there. I just don't see how you can't accomplish this in 5 months. And then Shawn, what do we have to maintain, like for March and April? Just maintain that growth?
Yeah, it wasn't much of a maintenance. It was like 3,000 in total volume still had to be there in February. which, all the scenarios that I've run, basically, if you haven't done that, you're probably not going to be at the numbers that you need anyway. It wasn't even that minimum of 5,000 that we're talking about, that if you just maintain that you would be okay. So it's a really, really low bar as far as that maintenance on the final month. It's just a matter of again, doing the necessary things that we know we should already be doing, and just consistently do them over the next 5 months, and then pick your head up then.
Yeah. And I mean, I literally talk to everybody I meet. I couldn't care less what anyone thinks of me. I mean, not at all. So, I think that's my business tip for people. If you can really just get past that, when I know a lot of you probably saw Maria Williams' video with, that great young man. I had dinner with him. What's his name? On the cancer thing.
Yeah.
And when you watch that and you just think about, what if Carrie Williams hadn't talked to Maria Williams about this? What if? She was diagnosed with an uncurable cancer, and I'm not saying this cured, treat, or mitigated anything, but activating nerve too. So, I mean, I have a lot of friends that just blow my mind, that they haven't even watched the ABC, and they're watching me in 4.5 years, buy my third house, travel the world. And yeah, we make good money from our day business, but definitely Lifevantage. I would never have bought a third house without the income from Lifevantage, and that they still think that I'm crazy. And it's like, no, they're the ones that are crazy, but you just have to just not care. I feel sorry for them. I really do, because they just, if they understood at all what these products could do for your health, they'd be all over it. But
Absolutely.
it's okay. We only need a handful.
I agree. Well, tear it up on the golf course tomorrow. Thanks for sharing and jumping back on.
Yes, thanks, Patty.
Yep. I'm gonna go make a bunch of new friends tomorrow.
Love it. All right, let's see if we can get Des. She was having troubles too unmuting. I think I have you unmuted, Des.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I was on my phone there, and I was having issues. So, yes, no, I'll keep it real quick too. But no, just thanks obviously to Jeanette and Ryan for doing this. I think it's something we all needed, and especially coming after, I think, something so great like Orlando, where I think that was a great reboot again for me. I felt like, obviously, I've been just hovering at 6 constantly. And so this is something I definitely needed for my team and for me, to get going and not kind of care. Just like Patty said, I think I kind of had a crazy week. As Michelle knows, a couple of my one-on-ones have been a little bit over the top negative. And I think I would have used to have really taken that personally and thought, oh gosh, and let that set me back for the rest of the week. And I really didn't, which I think that this is such a great way of us bouncing, like you said, off of each other, and knowing that we're all going to have those crappy one-on-ones, and that's okay. It's just, keep moving forward and not letting that affect us, just like Patty said. So I think it's obviously great for all of us to, work together to strive to get this, and not only get to Hawaii, but to rank advance and get others out of jobs that they don't want to be in. And, so I think it's just been obviously great for all of us. So I appreciate, all that you guys have done. And obviously Shawn and Michelle for continually to support all of us and get all of us where we want to be. And we need to get you guys to 9. So that's my biggest goal here. So thanks, guys.
You rock.
You do, Des.
Well, let's get everybody on the beaches and we'll celebrate all the accomplishments there. What do you say about that?
I like it.
Chelsea, let's see. I am just going to mute your phone. Can you hear me?
Hold on just a sec.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
Do we get to see you too? Let me see.
Sorry, I'm in the dark. I'm outside on a bicycle.
Okay, no worries.
Okay, so long story. I'm out in California. I thank you, Ryan and Jeanette, for putting this together, because it was absolutely, the accountability piece is huge for me. I needed a big kick in the pants too, and I love the accountability. So thank you guys for doing this. But guys, we just need to feel the fear and do it anyways. I mean, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Somebody tells you no, whoop-de freaking doo-dah. They're not going to take your birthday away. They're not going to, it might hurt your pride a little bit, but that's it. I mean, in the long run, think of the pros that outweigh the cons. I mean, it's so much bigger. And then it's that whole, don't believe me, just watch. Prove people wrong. Prove people wrong.
Yeah.
And people are like dust. They're everywhere. Okay. So I'm out in California on a cruiser bike, and I'm not going to say that I've always been like this, but with this challenge, I mean, it's like, it's encouraging me, motivating me to talk to people. I was talking to a guy riding on a bike next to me. We went and had coffee and sushi and asked questions, learned some stuff about him with his health. And another lady, an Uber driver, who is telling me she's going to school for health. I said, do you keep your options open to make more money? And she's like, well, heck yeah, what do you got? And so we kind of started that conversation. So I'm talking to her next week. But again, when we get in that whole, like, we don't have people to talk to, people are everywhere. Start up a conversation, make a connection with them. Okay. Hey, how are you? Tell me about your family. Oh, whatever, make a connection, and then ask lots of questions and go there. And I'm talking to myself too, because this is holding me accountable. But my goal is, 2 to 4 people a day for sure. And we can do this. Feel the fear and do it anyway. And if you are scared to death, the more that you do it, the easier it's going to become. And again, make sure I'm a big thing on fueling your mind. It doesn't have to take a lot of time out of your day, but when you wake up and your feet hit the ground, it's that whole, like, watch out, devil, here I come. Fuel your mind, start speaking power thoughts, go watch something, whether it's Joel Osteen, Joyce Meyer, Tony Robbins, Eric Worre, read Carrie's book, whatever. Get some of that inspiration and then go out and rock it. Let's do this, you guys. Hawaii. And just think, we're going to be able to celebrate in April. You're going to grow your business, and it's going to be amazing. So Ryan and Jeanette, thank you. Let's get the Post Pro 10, right? And let's do this. All right, I think that's it, guys.
You're awesome, Jill.
You rock. So
Man.
let's throw it back to Nikki.
Yep. Nikki.
Let me see.
Hello.
Where are you? There you are, Carol.
Oh my gosh, Chelsea. I love the whole people are like dust. They're everywhere, because every once in a while you get that feeling that I've talked to every single person and who else do I have? But then you think of email, all your contacts in your email, your phone, all these places that people are, and they just constantly keep kind of floating in. And when Tanya's talking about this business card, you guys, we were just talking, Brooke's team and I were just talking a couple minutes ago about trying to, brainstorm and keep in mind all these people that you think of. And then if somebody pops in your head, they're totally popping in your head for a reason. And that's the person you call right now and get in touch with them, because for some reason, all these things you're sending out and these good vibes and good things, this person needs to hear from you and they need to know what you've got going on. And Jeanette and Ryan, kudos to you guys. It's so awesome, because you know what? I think when you're looking at inspiration, we have it all within our organization. I mean, jeepers, every morning if you got up and even checked out our Hawaii page, I mean, looking at that, it gives me inspiration. It's just nice to see everybody working together, and the call parties would be amazing, because all of us can help each other out on that aspect. And my last thing is, Shawn Poe, you animal. It's like, I wish I had more of that brain. Gosh, because it's so much simpler to think about, you get these incentives, and I'm right with Patty saying, it seems so hard. And like, this one seems so easy, but it still didn't seem easy until right now tonight when Shawn's going through there and breaking it down so simply. So I love the calculator, and I love the very specific pictures. That's speaking to me. Yay. So thank you. But that's all. So thanks. Nice job, you guys. Appreciate it so much.
Well, we appreciate you bringing us into this work, mommy.
Work, mommy. I love that. That's so fun.
All right, you guys, I'll turn it back over to Ryan and Jeanette, and we'll wrap this up. Michelle?
Can I just say one last thing? So some of you, in regards to the spreadsheets, Ryan was talking about that in the very beginning, and it's all out of just love and respect for everybody. and holding each other accountable, but more than anything, hold yourself accountable. Just be out there and do this for you. It's great to have accountability partners. It's great to, jack everybody up and do this together. I've had chills and I even got tears in my eyes while I was standing here just envisioning all of us there, because it is doable. But do this for yourself. Do this for your family, and just say, I've got this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to reach out to people. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to be on that Facebook page. Even if I don't get on Facebook very often, I'm going to get on that Facebook page. I'm going to contribute to that Facebook page. I'm going to put my 2 a day in on that spreadsheet every day. I'm going to put my numbers out there, and here's where my numbers are going to be next week. Here's where they're going to be the next month. And you guys, I've been visualizing Hawaii like crazy the past couple days. I'm envisioning, and today I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get pictures of Hawaii and put them in my car. I've got to get pictures of Hawaii and put them in everywhere in my house. I need to wear something that reminds me of Hawaii. I need to have it everywhere. And I challenge all of you guys to do the same, because when we're thinking about it constantly and we see it, and when we envision it, it just happens and your belief goes there. So do it. I love you, and send it back to Ryan and Jeanette.
I think we're good. Do you got anything else, Jeanette?
No, I think we're good too. I mean, I'm excited, you guys. Know that we had a hard time with the rules. When we would talk, we're like, oh shoot, we don't want to hurt, we don't want to offend, we don't want to make anyone upset. But you know what? Honestly, we can't treat our business with kid gloves. We got to treat it serious. And I think, hopefully, okay. I think, that's kind of where those, rules kind of came in, was we got to treat this seriously, and sometimes you got to be held accountable for, those things. And so just know that we love you guys. We're so, so excited. We just want to see everybody, our ultimate goal. I mean, could you imagine all 118 of us on the beaches? Now that's a plane ride to remember. And Ryan, thank you so much. It's been so much fun. We've had this, I've had a blast just being able to text back and forth and just throwing ideas around. I mean, Ryan's just an amazing man, and I am just so inspired by him and all that, he is. I've got to go with him a couple times to pick up his kids, and I live in Idaho, pick up his son from school. And, he's just an amazing, amazing guy. And I thank you so much, Ryan, for all that you're doing.
No, thank you. I mean, ultimately, this was your idea. So, Jeanette's the one who said to me, when we were in Orlando last weekend, of what if we did, something like this for Hawaii, that like what we did when we were going for Pro 5. And so this was all you. This was all her, and I just helped kind of facilitate it. So it's, just get after it, everybody, and this is gonna be a blast.
I love it. I love it.
It's gonna be fun. Woohoo!
Thanks, everybody.
We will be putting up the replay of all of this out on the Facebook page, and then also on obviously the group page as well. I'll send that as soon as it's downloaded onto my computer. Can't wait to get you guys there. And I promise you this, if we get a group of at least 50 people there, I will do something so memorable on this Hawaii trip that we will be talking about it for decades. How about that? How about that?
Yay! Woo! Can you give us a list of things and we get to pick?
Maybe that's possible. Maybe we have tears. We'll have tears of if we achieve 60, you get this, 60, you get this. 100, it's going to be out of the park. It's going to be.
I love it. Yes.
Everybody can do this. I promise you. Put your plan together. At the end of the month, we reevaluate what got in the way, what worked, what didn't work, and replan for November. Then we do that at the end of November. We evaluate what happened, what went right, what didn't, what did we need to do better, reevaluate for December. Put in the effort for solid 5 months, you guys, and you can get where you want to get. I promise you that. Don't let the first month put you out of the game.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be like that. So reevaluate, make a new plan.
And just remember, Nikki and I were talking about it today, you guys. It was when I was in this beautiful car that my husband just surprised me with and driving. And my prayer and dream for you guys is to really embrace what we have and know that, people are like dust. They are everywhere. And your life can change dramatically in no time. If you run like your hair is on fire in these next 5 months, not only are you going to be going to Hawaii, not only are, other things going to change and you're going to bless thousands of people, things are going to change in a big, big way for you. And I get emotional about that stuff. So it's real, right, Nikki? We just were like, oh, anyway, just go after it, okay? Put it everywhere.
All right. Love you guys.
Love it.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Love you.